Hello everyone, and this is my tier list of every single deadrails class in the game in the new update. So yeah, let's start off. High Roller. My personal favorite. This is honestly one of the best classes to play in the game right now. It basically, I'll put it on the screen to the right for every class. 2 times money bags, but you're 10 times more likely to be struck by lightning. Don't listen to what anyone says about lightning. Lightning is like one of the easiest things to avoid in this game. All you need to do is you could just hide in your train. Yes, you can literally just hide in your train. And during the lightning event or the Nikolai Tesla fight, whatever that shit that is, you can you can literally just sit inside the laboratory and just kill things inside there. And by the time you get to the laboratory, you would already have the vampire knife, which means that you don't need to go outside because yes, you can't see that much, you can't see that well inside the laboratory, but you can just use the vampire knife to just kill everything. So yeah, this his downside is basically nothing. He's basically a direct upgrade. But I'm just gonna put on S tier because he's really good. Survivalist. I heard this melee thing's bugged right now, but I think they fixed that at the time of this upload or recording this, but I'm not sure. But basically, if you're just low enough, you do more damage, you start the tomahawk. He does have a pretty decent starting weapon, way better than the shovel. And it makes it so that the revolver can one-shot zombies on the head if you're low enough. I don't really think this is that good, because all you need to do is just raid like a town or two, and if you get lucky enough, you can just already start one-shotting zombies. I can see this class being pretty good, but say if I'm wrong, I don't think he's that good. But you know, his downside is pretty good. Not that downside. His buff is pretty good. You could just you can mow down werewolves quicker or vampires quicker when you're at the castle. But that's pretty much it. He's really only good at killing werewolves and vampires. Zombies don't really matter in this game because you would already have a shotgun or rifle by then. So yeah, put him B tier. Ironclad. I don't like this class. He has a full armor set. He can survive. This used to be the go-to speedrun class because you can just run through shit because you have full armor. You don't have to worry about taking damage or buying meds. But with High Roller and Conductor being classes in the game now, this is really not a speedrun class anymore. He's good for the early game, but that's pretty much it. He's only good for the early game because once you're 30k in, you'd probably already have a full set of armor if you just know what to do. So yeah, I'll put him in. He's not completely bad though, but I'll put him in C tier. His debuff is kind of bad. So now we have Arsonist. I used to main this class for the update. I love this class, but he's really only good for soloing, or if no one in your group has any of the starter game passes, or if you don't have a horse early on, then this would be good for raiding the first town or two. I don't think this class is that good. I just like playing him because haha, funny Arsonist. I made every single chance to throw fire at anyone in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in C tier. He's not bad, but there are definitely better options on here. All right, so now we have, I think this is Doctor. I think. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, that's Doctor. I still think Doctor's a pretty good class. He's good for multiplayer. You get a lot of revives, free revives. You get 2 bandages, 2 snake oil. Snake oil is just such a broken item in this game. It's just a get out of jail free card. You drink it, run out of there, and get health back. I think it's pretty solid. It's just that Doctor is really only good for the early game. Even in multiplayer and single player, he's only good for the early game, like I said. So, but I still think he's better than Arsonist and Ironclad because his starting stuff is better. So yeah, we'll just put him in B tier. I think he's better than, actually nah, Survivalist is better than him. So now we have the Vampire. Yeah, Vampire is just, he has a really good gimmick. I like how he starts with the Vampire Knife and has increased movement speed, melee damage, but like I said again, he's really only good for killing base zombies. And you don't really want to deal with vampires and werewolves until you're above 10k. You'll have a better gun by them, or 20k. I don't think this class is good. His downsides outweigh all of his upsides, and I don't really see myself ever seeing the vampire knife being good unless you're raiding towns or the Tesla event, and you already get that by just playing the game either. And also, damn, direct damage in the sunlight is not that good. And also, if we take in the fact that melee weapons are not the best in this game, because you can just buy a revolver off of spawn, which is what most people do anyway. So yeah, this is why I don't really think Vampire is that good. Arguably, this could be a straight downgrade from just not using a single class. So I'm just gonna put this in D tier. I don't think he's good. He's fun to play. Don't get me. He's really fun to play. I love having to start the vampire knife. I can just mow down towns. But if I just want to mow down towns early on, I'll just play fucking Arsonist, man. All right, now we have conductor. Better. I'm not honestly between conductor and high roller. I don't know what the better speedrun class is. Like I know I get that high roller can or conductor can like he starts with coal and you can drive the thing faster or the train. But high roller you can get money faster, which means you can buy more guns to defend yourself and get coal so you can get to the end as well without having to stop by for like gold and stuff. These classes are very like next to each other on like the speedrun scale, but if we're talking about like, actual playability solo, I think conductor is still pretty good. It's just that you just have to have a lot of good game sense and have a sense of what you're doing. But in groups though, this class is an easy S. This class is easy S for groups. It makes the game feel way more faster. You save money on coal and yeah. But for solos and stuff, it's not that good. So just because it's good in pubs or groups, but really bad, not really bad, but pretty okay in single player, I think this is better than Arsonist, but actually not better than Survivalist. I think this is actually one of the better classes in the game. Miner, I don't know, he's pretty good. I like him. He's a cheap class. He's easy to buy. You start with a mining helmet. Mining helmet can give you some like light, so instead of shooting blindly, you can actually see people. I mean, that which also removes the need for carrying a lantern. And even if you have a lantern or a torch for light sources, you can at least see while shooting instead of having to like quick swap your fucking things. I do think Midas good. Also, 2 coal is really good because that means you can just buy a revolver again without having to worry about your money and buying that. Priest, better than the default, of course, but I mean, arguably, I mean, he is better than Arsonist because you have the crucifix, but I don't think he's that good. I mean, you have holy water and crucifixes, which is pretty nice. If you could sell starter loot again, this class would easy S. But I don't think priest is that good. You don't really need these throwables. I mean, like it's just like Arsonist, they're really only good for raiding the first town. And I'm not even using the excuse of, oh, it's good for castles, because like by the time you get to castles, you're already competent enough to know how to deal with them, and you can just like buy shotguns, rifles, and whatever you can to like you just block the entrance, deal with the vampires, and then deal with the werewolves. It's not that good of a class. And we have Cowboy. Okay, Cowboy, in my opinion, another S. Cowboy, if you just like start with 2 of the most important items in the game, revolver with ammo, and then you get a fucking horse. I don't like that. Like that's like a 2-for-1 deal, and it's also like really good for doing some of the challenges, and also just a really good solo class because you could just buy more revolver if you want to, or you could just buy coal. This class is really good. It's really basic. You start with there's no downside. You just start with extra things, and that's really nice. The Alamo, after the update, there are definitely way better options now for what class is the best. The only perk I could think of this class, like having a helmet is nice and all, but and it saves you like, I think a helmet's like 125,000. I forgot, but it does save you some money. And barbed wire, pretty much useless. I don't like barbed wire. It runs out too fast. And homie check. And you start the 3 metal sheets is the only reason why you want to buy this class. 3 metal sheets is good because it lets you you can board up the train conductor room, which allows bandits not be able to kill you as easy, or not at all actually. And you can also just hide in there if it's nighttime, so you can just like if there's runners or is there werewolves on you, and if you position yourself correctly, maybe vampires will be able to jump you. So yeah, it's good for stalling out nights, but not that good later on because more or less you'll probably run into a place with sheet metal on the way, and his downsides or his upsides is pretty much redundant. But because I still think he's pretty good, because he's good for starting, but not that good later on. I do think he's better than Doctor, but he's not really anything else. And last class we have Zombie. My thoughts of this class can be summed in one sentence: not being able to use snake oil. Snake oil is such an important get out of jail free card in this game. Like, sure, Zombie, you don't need to buy bandages or snake oil, but they're relatively cheap items, and also you can find them like in every town like possible. Like most solo runs I play or group runs, like we don't even buy bandages or snake oil because one, you would either have a doctor in your lobby, or two, you can just every town most part have a doctor, and you can find like abandoned solo houses too, like not in towns, like random doctor abandoned doctor houses, and you just get free snake oils and bandages. I don't think this class is bad though. I mean, his downside is pretty hefty, but being able to eat any dead corpse in the game to replenish health is nice. Which also saves the need for, again, buying items, and also just like if you ever run out of med kits between stops or bandages and snake oil, you can just snack on bodies to replenish your health. I don't think he's too good, but he's definitely one of the better classes up there. I think he's just better than Doctor. And that's the tier list. If you guys disagree with anything on the tier list, let me know in the comment section down below. I don't have that much time in this game, but the classes are pretty basic and straightforward in this game, and with this game having basically little to no replayable content, I think this is a safe list to assume where all the classes go. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the tier list, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you fellas next time. Goodbye!